The following program may contain excessive derogatory creative mentions of sex, sexuality, perhaps on occasion have fracking coarse language, and cause adverse effects of laughter, along with making you think. We may lie to tell the truth, to tell you the truth, to tell a lie, for the lie to be exposed and the truth to finally be told. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to our 25th episode of Drunk Wisdom. The rules of the game. Number 1. You must be at least a little drunk. Number 2. You must have wisdom. Number 3. You must have fun and not be a fucking anal retentive individual who loves to suck the fun and oxygen out of the room. This episode has been shot at the Black Irish Whiskey Bar Oyster Saloon at 235 Queen Street East, Sherbourne and Queen in Toronto. www.blackirish.ca.
In our first topic of sex and relationship, if you went home with your significant other, let's imagine you had a significant other, or you hook up, guess what, on St. Paddy's Day.
Anybody's available, I'm ready, yeah.
Anybody's available, you're ready, good. And you go home and you're about ready to do the deed, and you realize, oh my God, I've dyed something else green other than my hair. What would you do?
Keep going.
Just keep going.
You know, if he's not going to say anything, then what the hell?
That's right. That's good. Now for the other question.
And if he did, well, I'm offended.
Of course, then he's not getting none, right?
Well, no, I'd still take it, but I'm offended.
Awesome.
He's going to have to work harder.
The relationship question is this. If you're out with your significant other, then you get home and you're ready to do the thing, and you notice that you've dyed something other than your hair green, what do?
Well, I don't have that problem because I have flawless hair color, by the way. Note that, by the way, on your program. If it's anything other than green, I would consult a doctor because I've had this problem before. If it's anything other than green, like honestly, antibiotic, paracetamol, whatever you guys call it over here, put it all over that bad boy. The hair should lather it up. It's an issue. You can brush over it all you want, but it's an issue. Sorry, it's an issue. Yeah.
Nice. That's a great answer. Happy St. Paddy's Day to you.
And happy St. Patrick's Day to you. What's your question?
The first question, sex and relationship.
Go.
Now, if you're with your significant other and you're about ready to do the deed, and you notice that you've dyed your other parts green other than your hair, what do?
I say, marry me right now, because a man who dyes his junk green is the man for me.
Right.
Is that a good answer?
That's the best answer tonight, really. Have you? That's right. All of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, I thought I dyed my hair green, but it turns out I dyed something else green.
Right.
What do?
I'd say you ask what's going on here.
What the hell's going on?
Right.
Why are you dyeing that green?
Right.
What about you?
I'd say I did it on purpose.
That's nice. Okay, so you get picked up on St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah, okay.
You go home to do the 1-2.
Yeah.
All right, you're good now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many beers have you had?
Right now, just.
Okay. Anyway, so you normally dye your hair green on St. Paddy's for fun, but not tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
But this night you realize, oh my God, I've dyed something else green.
Ah.
Now you're naked. What do?
Oh my God, I don't know. What do? You know, follow it to the trail and find a pot of gold.
If you go home with your significant other, and you're about ready to do the deed, so you notice that you have something else dyed green other than your hair, or your significant other does, what do?
Not care and put it in.
That's a good answer. That's probably the best way to do it. Who cares? St. Paddy's anyway, so then your hair has been dyed green. What do?
Enjoy the shit out of it. Just enjoy it and love that it's green.
You wouldn't stop. You just keep going. What do you do?
Well, hooked up on St. Patty's Day to me means I've done it many times with the same person, so it's a treat and enjoy it.
It's a treat. If you're with your significant other on St. Patty's Day and you're about ready to do the deed, and you notice that you've dyed something other than your hair green, what do you do?
Kill them.
Panicking under pressure. I would think I would have done it on purpose, so I wouldn't be surprised at all.
It wouldn't be a surprise for you, but what about for your significant other?
Well, none of my significant others would be surprised if they knew anything about me.
Oh, I see. What about you, sir?
Well, today is my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday!
That's it.
And that's it. I mean, come on now. Have you ever dyed your hair green?
Of course I have.
Now, that wouldn't freak anybody out if you dyed something else green too.
No, if they know me.
They know you. It's a normal thing.
Exactly.
It's normal.
I thank Mother Nature for everything green on this beautiful earth.
Nice. What about you?
Take your finger, snake in the grass.
Nice. All right. So the philosophy and spirituality question. If you could talk about your perfect day in heaven in one sentence, what would that be?
Food.
Just excessive food.
Food. Eating it.
Eating lots of food over and over again. If you could describe the most perfect day in heaven for you in a sentence, what would that be?
Oh my gosh. Oh man, floating on a cloud, carried by beautiful angels. They don't have to be all virgins. Maybe half of them, okay? Yeah, that would be heaven. Being floated around, carried off by women, and just total happiness with them.
Perfect. Sounds like heaven to me. If you could describe your most perfect day in heaven in a sentence, what would that be like for you?
I have to have a beer for that.
Have a sip. Go ahead.
Wow, sitting in a nice chair, having a beer, watching whatever's going on. As long as there's a cold beer in my hand, I'm fine.
Perfect. I'm sure in heaven they got a lot of beers.
St. Patty will be there with me.
Absolutely. Your most perfect day in heaven, what would it be?
Taking cocaine with Stevie Nicks.
Nice. What about you in heaven? What would be your perfect day in a sentence?
Doing acid with Jim Morrison.
All right. That's possibility. You take it?
No, we don't take it back. We'll be doing cocaine and acid with Stevie Nicks and Jim Morrison.
Thank you.
Nice. And what about you?
Chewing some mushrooms with John Lennon. Doing some acid with Jim Morrison.
And some cocaine with Stevie Nicks, motherfuckers.
And that's your perfect day in heaven in a sentence. If you could describe the perfect day in heaven in one sentence, how would you describe it?
Perfect day in heaven.
Sorry?
At the bar.
Perfect day in heaven would be at the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. The Black Irish with a pint.
Nice plug there too. It feels like heaven. Now, if you could describe your perfect day in heaven in a sentence, what would it be like?
It would be myself being, obviously I would get in for free. Is this what I believe in? I would walk up and Joseph would be like, oh, bro, what are you doing? I'd be like, here, bro, I get in for free. And he'd be like, whoa, dude, you get in for free. So I would get into the lesbian cloud. Obviously there's a lesbian cloud, yeah?
Sure there is.
Yeah, there's a lesbian cloud given, that's a given. And he would say, you can't get in unless you know the magic password. And I'd be like, bruh, I know the magic password. And he'd be like, whoa, what's the magic word? And I would be like, love. and I'd say, bro, the magic words love, get in and do what you want. I say, here, the magic words Toronto.
The second question is, if you could describe your perfect day in heaven in one sentence, what would that be?
An Irish breakfast, followed by drinking all day, followed by shitloads of sex all night long, baby.
Right. That's perfect. That's great. That sounds like heaven.
Great.
So,
Say that again.
now, oil crisis. The oil crisis that we're in, experts are asking us to give up on certain products like oil-based products. What would you give up?
Products. I don't know. I guess you can give up driving a little bit.
Okay, you should drive less. What about your cell phone? Would you give up your
Lawnmower.
You give up the lawnmower. Nice one. In our current oil crisis today, oil crisis. Okay. Experts are saying that individual people have to give up on something that's oil-based. What could you give up in order to help save the planet?
What would I give up? Definitely, I'm not going to be giving up my Guinness.
Okay.
I'm not going to give up Guinness. Anything oil-based, I don't know. I'll just park my car for a month, you know.
What about your cell phone? Could you give up your cell phone?
Cell phone, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'll give it up. Yeah.
Anything else?
And the whole question again was to give up something that's oil-based.
Well, that's right. There's an oil crisis going on right now. Yeah. And we can't just let the big companies take care of it. People have to take care of it. So would you give up? I mean, what would you give up?
But for how long do we give up whatever?
Forever.
Forever? Oh my gosh, that's a big one, buddy. I mean, what do we give up? I don't know. Can I live without a cell phone?
In our current oil crisis that we're in, experts are asking individuals to give up something, oil-based, of course. What could you give up in order to curb the crisis?
I don't know.
Would you give up your cell phone to save the world?
No.
Would you give up your car to save the world?
Yes, I would. All of the above, I would.
Is there something during our current oil crisis that you would not give up?
My family.
Perfect. That's a wonderful answer. Thank you very much. During our current oil crisis, experts are asking individuals to give up something based on oil products, of course. What would you give up?
I would give up alcohol.
Alcohol, all right.
Money.
You would just give up money. Just live without cash. That's it.
No, I wouldn't have any to give out in the first place, so.
What about you?
I would give up doing mushrooms with John Lennon, doing acid with Jim Morrison, and smoking some cocaine.
And that would definitely save the oil crisis, that's for sure. What are you willing to give up that's oil-based?
Ooh, I will give up curling. I don't want to curl anymore. I hate curling.
Curling, what would you give up, sir?
Plastics.
All forms of plastics. Your cell phone, what about you? What would you give up to curb the current oil crisis?
My religion.
Your religion. Okay, that's and over here, I'll let you get that.
I would give it my oil-based lubricant.
Oil-based lubricant. Nice. In the current oil crisis, the experts are asking individuals what they would give up on oil-based products. I mean, what would they give up? What would you give up if you could save the planet from oil-based products?
I would give up doing anything besides being in bed all day, all night. So, heat, electricity, all of that shit, give it up, all for a bit of intersection. Enjoy your night, guys.
Nice, thank you very much.
St. Patrick's Day. Talk to you later. Wait, up top.
The current oil crisis that we're in right now, there are experts right now that want individuals to find out what they would give up from oil-based products in order to help save the world. What would you give up?
Really? Not my vibrator. Jeez, I don't know. Maybe that cheese that's like man-made plastic shit. I might give that up.
You would give that up. Is there anything?
I'm giving up my vibrator. I don't care. It's a good old